Thank you for financial success.
Thank you for passive income.
Thank you for positive or passive
Thank you
income.
for
Hey y'all.
residual income.
Thank you for residual
Thank you
income.
for continued prosperity.
Thank you for
Thank you
continuing
for sending those things.
prosperity.
Things like you can get a domain from Squarespace, not just a website. Well, now you are that person because now you
What up,
definitely know you can get a
Wheatfield?
domain
What
from
up,
Squarespace.
y'all?
Something
Sweet.
like
What it do?
whispering.com
Welcome
for
back
your
to a
silent
week.
retreat.
I don't know what I'm
Or
doing. Upside down.
whispering.com for your shouting retreat.
Try to stop this. We've been listening to thank you, gratitude, affirmations. Welcome to the Wheatfield. Great day, great day. Thank you so much for tapping in, beloved. This your girl Lottie here at Tears of Utero Show. You show enough, never know what you're gonna get. Hey, sis, Grand Rising. Is this your first time catching a rising message? That's so awesome. Are you not? Are you still off from the kiddos? Is like winter break still doing its thing? Is winter breaking? We're getting general. Today is like gratitude. They said gratitude is the key to raising your altitude. Gratitude is the key to your altitude. Altitude. Thank you. So that's kind of what we started with. And so we were digging through some cards to find some affirmations. Because I think we just wanted, the spirit just wanted you to like be like in the energy of thank you today. I don't know. We kind of stuttered around it. Like, spirit wants you to just practice gratitude. Like, everything you see, thankful. Thank you. It's a pillow. Thank you for that pillow. Thank you for that book. Thank you for work. Thank you for service. Thank you for living. Thank you for my teeth. Thank you for my eyelashes. Thank you. So, something about, like, spending the day. Yeah, see, raise your vibration. Look at that. Ha! Hopefully y'all can see it. Raise your vibration. Number 10. Vibrations. Raise your vibrations and hold your boundaries. Somebody feels like a goofball. Aw, don't. What up, protagonist? I hope you have a great day. Or maybe that's a good thing. Feeling like a goofball today and just have a goofy kind of day. That's probably, that's cool. You know? Just kind of goof around all day. Be in a very silly mode. That's good vibes. We do see raise your vibration and boundaries. So spirit might be saying to hold your vibration high and hold on to your boundaries. Thank the Most High God for coming to bring this message to us, through us, the Alpha and the Omega. I'm getting like, I don't know, we woke up on the rising and it was like, we just felt like, you know, seeing, we went to bed, I guess, last night. So it started from the way that we would put ourselves to bed. We went to bed listening to affirmations, and then we woke up and we found more affirmations to listen to. We've been listening to Hertz 432. So 432 could be significant to somebody. So yeah. Yes, just listening to be thankful. Yes. Oh, look, tower. So something finna blow up. That's what I heard. World. Shit. Something finna go. Oh, that. Change, though. Change and transformation. It could. Four of Wands and Knight of Cups. So something is definitely going on. It could be within a couple of partnership. It could be something that's just going to affect you and how, you know, I don't know why I'm getting like how you see yourself. So somebody may be getting a change to how they see themselves. The spirit may be bringing a scenario to you that's going to change you. We do see the death card, right? So that's definitely giving major change and transformation with the tower. Shocking, sudden change and transformation. The world card in this cycle, you're gonna have, it's like a successful completion of whatever was in his past. Shocking change and transformation. And I'm getting like gratitude, like cups coming. And the crazy thing is, we've been reading a lot of love, Knight of Cups, like love, being in the air. And today is January 6th, 2026, so it's 161. And I believe it's a 161 portal that is supposed to have something to do with love. I saw something come past on the feed. We may take some time and, study on that a little bit and then bring it later. But I definitely keep picking up love, and this boundaries right here keeps coming through. Especially when it comes to people looking to connect in relationships. Underneath the boundaries is true self. So do you feel any boundaries, like being able to just be your true self, especially in your relationships? Inner child is coming through as well, like it's underneath the surface. So does somebody need to do some inner child healing or work on it, or just get back into that childlike spirit? Like really greet and address everything with gratitude is what we're getting. Something definitely like making me slow down. I ask the Most High God to bring this message to anybody who needs to hear it for their strength and edification, to bear the yoke that's on your shoulders, on our shoulders. Let us have clarity. Let us have clarity for the sake of understanding, for awareness, for compassion, for offering love. It's like something about being balanced and secure enough in yourself to be able to offer out not only a good cup of love to yourself, but then maybe potentially to somebody else. That's what I'm picking up, balance. Like yin and yang. So if you are having any issues with balancing your light and your dark energy, maybe that's what Spirit is telling somebody. Like, be grateful for that. And even here with this, inner child healing, it's a little masculine, little feminine. Right? Balance out yourself. Yeah, Six of Swords, move to peace. And it's given within you. Like, bring you to stability, bring you to peace. King of Wands, like taking true leadership, autonomy over self, authority over self, honing your intentions, your passions, your desires, understanding what you want, why do you want it. Because when you get down to the why is what sustains you. The why is what keeps you. People get into shit and it's be like, it's only fleeting for a moment. I got into it because, my stick stood up, my box got hot, whatever, But that's not the real shit. That shit is on a false foundation, because lust and vanities don't last, right? Soul level shit lasts. So when you realize, like, okay, I want this thing from a soul level because it's so purposeful, I'm emotionally connected to it, I'm driven by a true intrinsically factored purpose, like, then yeah, that's something that's probably you should pour into and move towards and be true to you. And if there's anybody that's attempting to stop you, because we got to put these boundaries back, because that was the card that was on top. Anybody that's trying to stop you or stop your progression, I'm getting, it's something about gratitude. They're giving me gratitude being a secret key to increase your aptitude. So if you are, or aptitude, they keep giving me like an interchange or play on aptitude and altitude. So in any event, gratitude is still the key. So offer a big cup of gratitude. Be grateful today. See? Offer a big ass dose of gratitude. Like, today is an opportunity to just express gratitude for everything. Even if it was past cycles and all the shit that happened in it, because those cycles are paving the way for today, beloved. Yeah, so make peace with it. Come to balance with it. Again, we saw balance. Balance, balance, balance. Yes, that's right, sis. Grateful for the lessons learned along the way. And I kind of get, I don't know why, Anita Baker, I need a baker. Somebody needs a baker to help them cook up some of this damn bread. Somebody bring it in a heavy ass harvest of like wheat, okay? And you need somebody to help you bake bread because you ain't gonna eat fucking regular sandwich bread every goddamn day. Somebody wants some sourdoughs, they want some focaccia, they want some garlic bread, they want some naan bread, they want some pita bread. Shit, somebody said make some crackers. You know what I'm saying? Like they need a baker. So I do see a love offer here. You know, like people who can come together and work well together. Like they energies amplify or magnify one another. They make waves. Is what it's giving. So gratitude for the road that led to this. That's what I was getting with Anita Baker. That song when she says, "I'm so grateful for the road that led to thee or led to this." So thee would be you, the current version of you, whoever you are. You know, your whole self right now, fabulous. You know, learn through how many life experiences you got, skills and tools in your tool belt, like. You got the propensity to get out there and get it and do the things like all the things the things that you want to do. You got the ability to do it. You can. And you've learned you can do it because all the shit you went through. And you're stronger and better for it. So if you have any inkling about not being strong, not being ready, not having enough, maybe start practicing gratitude and saying thankful for all the things that you do have. And by the time you get done with just yourself, I bet you feel better. I'm grateful for my toes. I'm grateful for my toenails. I'm grateful for my feet. I'm grateful for my Achilles heels. I'm grateful for my skin. I'm grateful for my shins. You know, by the time you get done with just going from toe to head, you'll be like, shit, I'm tired. Like, I need a nap. We're going to go back to bed. You know, then you grateful for the bed. I'm grateful to get in the bed. Just practice gratitude, justice. It'll balance everything out for you. You will see that in the grand scheme of things that everything is pretty much balanced. Everything is pretty much just. The system balances itself. It requires it. Anything else in here? Spirit say no. King of Cups. Harmonize. See? Somebody, High Priestess. I was just getting ready to say, look, Ten of Pentacles. Come on now with this thing. You're talking about gratitude, increasing your altitude. What? Hierophant, that's what they said. Do it. Practice gratitude. Shit. Star. Damn it. Grateful for the stars. I'm grateful for the cosmos. I'm grateful for the ability to look upon my future with hopefulness. I'm grateful to look upon my future and be questioned, like uncertain, like what's gonna happen in the future. Be full of wonder. I'm grateful to be worried. Oh shit, I'm grateful to be grieving. I'm grateful to be sad. I'm grateful to be frustrated. I'm grateful to be angry. I'm grateful to feel bitterness. I'm grateful for all of my full range of emotions that reveals to me secrets. You know, things that tell me where I am with a situation. You know, I'm hearing Usher, I think we should just let it burn. Let something transform so that I can rise, so that they can rise, we can all rise. Lift up gratitude so that you can rise. Gratitude for all the shit that's down here. Like, let that shit burn, let it go. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. The truth is that you learn so much from it, and there's still more to be discovered as you move forward. And it's something about the outlook on life, because again, I'm getting like the path that led to this. The Two of Wands is like, you know, you taking a step out, you know, like Ace of Wands, we had that inspiration, we got that on lock, we got something else coming in, we see the world, we're going to take an opportunity, the risk to go out and step out forward. Three of Wands, you done acquired something else on this journey. You're looking forward again to the next step, which was that Four of Wands, the stability that we saw. So are you grateful for the pathway? Look, all of this shit that led you to the stability, right? food, energy, the sword, learning experiences, clarity, the ability to cut through the bullshit, anything that might be holding you, any boundary. For some reason, I'm kind of getting like somebody with a goddamn machete. So you could be going somewhere, a road less traveled. You know, it's a difficult road. It may not necessarily be, it don't even have to really be difficult. It's gonna be a challenge. You know, I do see rugged road, like a rugged road. You're going first, or you're okay. So you know how it's like not necessarily first. Like you get on the road and you get through this like little, I don't know. It's like I'm seeing the woods, somebody traveling through, but you on a road that's less traveled. Like you could tell, ain't nobody really walked through this piece in centuries. It's what I heard. Right, because everything is all grown over the road, but you could probably see that it was a road there. But it's definitely not cleared because ain't nobody been through there in a minute. And you got this machete and you like slicing through the foliage, through the brush, and through the thicket. And you got to get through here. And you coming through now at this time and rediscovering this road. And it's like people, one, I feel you walking towards something that's coming towards you. Like it's calling you to go through this thicket, through this rugged road, like a less seen, or like a road that people wouldn't even know. You be the one to be like, damn, hey, it's a road right there. You know what I mean? Like you would be able to observe something that most people are just not paying attention to. And then the fool, the ability to take the risk and to go and to discover. Right, so discovery on the road less traveled, and it's given like it's going to clear the way for other people to come behind you, all of that. So stress is here. Of course, you could be kind of stressed if you're looking at going down the road less traveled, or traveling or crossing an ocean or some shit, because somebody could be going somewhere that's like across a distance. Three of Wands, they looking across a body of water. Six of Swords, they're going across a body of water. So it's giving me like, you know, I'm looking at it, I'm seeing it, I'm hoping, I'm planning. Maybe for a vehicle, something to take me across the water, and now we see them in the boat going across. That's what I'm getting. And it could come with another person, you know, like maybe somebody else is gonna go with you. Yeah, magician. Huh? Look, you and the Most High. They brought the other wine you need in there for 4 wines. What I also love too is that ever since we've been reading like 2026, the year of the magician keeps coming out. They keep showing themselves, and I get like damn near every read. Now they come out with us fairly often, but I just noticed like it's really, really coming through. Like to show people are really moving through not only just balancing both of their elements and their energies, divine masculine, divine feminine, right? But mastering their elements in general. It has put me in a whole different energetic space when it comes to the messages that the spirit is bringing us. It's given like you are multi-dimensional. We've been picking that up. They had us go through a practice of feeling the 3D today, which is kind of like different. We can get into that. So thinking about our multi-dimensional aspects, thinking about our duality, our masculine and feminine, our spiritual and physical natures. Thinking about just like how complex we are. Like simple but very complex, highly organized at the same time. So it's kind of like putting me in a way of seeing self very different. Like we've been talking about that, seeing yourself from a higher perspective, see things from a bigger, you know, pull out so that you can see the big picture. It's kind of giving that. We are on the track to self-mastery, and for us, that's giving us divine feminine, divine masculine, empress, emperor energy. And we make our way through each element, whether it's the cup, the water, which we talked about water yesterday. We've been talking about fire and intensity and passion and the why you want something, right? The sword, the clarity, the communication, you know, being able to, you know, say what you mean and mean what you say and be clear before you do anything. And sometimes it may not be anything for you to say. And of course, mastering the pentacle, the energy, whether it's your time, whether it's your money, whether it's vitality and energizing the physical body, you know, it's so many different components and sensitivities to the elements. And Spirit has really been working with us to think about it. Like each person is on their track to master their feminine energy, to master their masculine energy, and then to marry and integrate confirmation all of their energy. So once you kind of get that and it starts to click, then either you may start from the page like, oh, I'm really starting to operate my wand. Oh gosh, I noticed that I could create fire. I'm inspired, you know. You could be working with the page, really trying to figure out how to hone your focus, how to grow your energy, how to master it, you know, your fire. I think we said fire. But, you know, the simple truth, putting yourself in student position, learning, seeking clarity, you know what I'm saying? And then the cup, giving yourself forgiveness, forgiving others. You know, how do you look at the past? Do you look at it with gratitude? Like, no matter what it was, it led me to this space. And I think a lot of people may struggle with having gratitude over the past is because of that feeling of regretfulness, like, or just the grief, like unable to transform that pain into purpose. It kind of fosters the space of grief because you need to alchemize it. You need to do something with it to take that negativity and change it into light. And that's kind of like crown chakra, like all the way to the top of understanding, overstanding energy. Everything and anything and everything can happen to us. It can. We are always, you know, interacting with other people. We are always having incursions, you know, like one fucking person smashing into another person. It creates this impact. There's destruction and chaos, tower moments, you know, and that's what I'm kind of getting to with the 21, the world card, and 2 energies, the star. It's kind of giving like the world's like celestial bodies, boom, clashing into each other. Tower, death, you know, all of this thing that happens when these big bodied energies come in and clash, right? Things fall apart, things happen, things are destroyed, but things can also be recombinated. They introduce elements to one another. If we didn't have asteroids slam into Earth way back billions of years ago, we wouldn't have the water that we need in order to create life. So it's these collisions that create the environment for what will be, right? So sometimes when we look back at it, it's like, can you look at it with gratitude because it is the track and all the things, all the collisions, all the incursions, all the impacts that took you to the place so that you can be where you're at. And where you're at is preparing you for where you're going. And I'm hearing growing, so it's like grow through it. Understanding. Get some understanding. That's what Spirit said. I honor the journey of self-discovery, knowing that understanding myself is the key to my empowerment. And we talked about gratitude being the key. I think they put that in the pinned comment. And it's something about understanding the journey of self-discovery. Like, this is a person who has been inspired, you know, like they got the first one down, like, boom, I got the second one. Now I'm inspired to look at the world and go discover something new, right? I have trust and faith and courage that I can go, that I can step out, that I can do it. And now that I'm out here, I'm waiting for something, but I know that I'm not just like out here on a limb. It's getting Tina Marie. Somebody might like Tina Marie, Out Here on a Limb. That's a love song that's coming through. So love energy is on the scene. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely something about being out there on the limb. But the Most High God not gonna leave you out there. It's gonna bring you what you need. Yeah, inner love is gonna bring you what you need. What you need, what you need. What you need, what you need. I feel like we waking up, y'all. That's part of waking up. It's a whole new dose of gratitude in your cup. I embrace every part of who I am with love, kindness, and deep appreciation. Appreciation, gratitude, potato, potato. You know what I'm saying? We have our beautiful coffee, iced coffee. It's got cinnamon and some adaptogenic mushroom powder in here, and some collagen per usual. And some creamer. That's it. I feel like we should get something very, very, very positive because I feel high vibes. I feel love. I feel like embracing the journey that came, the journey of past. Like, we did that. I told y'all, I don't care if you pass with a D minus, your ass passed. You passed the class. It's off to the next one. Shit. Fuck. We did it. A win is a win is a win. Count it. That's what I heard. Thanks for always being willing to lend a hand. Thank you. Thank you for always being willing to lend a hand. See, somebody over here in this Three of Wands, they need something to come in from the Most High God to bring them something, and I think that's what's, you saying thank you. That gratitude, thank you for always being willing. I know you ain't gonna leave me out here. You gonna bring me what I need. You gonna lend me a hand. And so, a part of it is inner love. Discovering yourself, embracing who you are, embracing your journey, all the shit you went through. Can't change it no way. To sit in resistance means you only struggle with you. That's it. Life is like an ice cream. Enjoy it before it melts. Shit. Take a minute to just enjoy the moment. I remember when we went to Chicago, it was such a good time. We stopped and got an ice cream, and it was me and two of my girlfriends. And when I tell you all three of us had ice cream drip down our shirt, one of us, she damn near licked hers off. You know how the top of the ice cream come off, and she grabbed it and smashed it on her shirt to save the ice cream. She was like, fuck the shirt. Save the ice cream, damn it. That shit was hilarious. I think we rode for like 5-10 minutes looking at her trying to save the top of her damn ice cream because she had just got it too, y'all. Y'all know how it is. It's cold as winter time, but understand the premise. Life is to be enjoyed while you can enjoy it. And it's something about, like how we were saying, the gratitude for even the things that hurt us. Right? If you are a person that's able to take that pain and transmute it into purpose, then you could be a person that has a significant impact, not just on people that are yourself, people that are around you, but it could spread out the world. Never diminish the impact that you could have. We are all here to do something, right? And I see children every day doing amazing things. I just saw a young woman that went from homeless, and she's literally 28. She went from homeless, I don't know how old she is because I don't know if I read that right. But anyway, she went from homeless to owning a whole fucking neighborhood. How the fuck do you experience housing insecurity with your children and turn that shit around and flip it into a purpose so great, magnificent, when she own a neighborhood? Against all odds. You never know why the spirit took you with you, what you went through, why you ran into the celestial bodies that you ran into, the impact that it had, what you were supposed to do with it is key. That's the understanding. And we start to develop that when we start to exercise gratitude, even if the gratitude is for the beingness of self, to be present, to be aware, to be activated, to be able-bodied, to make a difference, right? If you are a person, again, that experience food insecurity, you can now be a person that works to ensure that other people don't experience that same insecurity. Whatever has happened to you, you can flip that energy and make it work for you. Yes, thank you for being supportive. Absolutely. You could support somebody through that same shit. It's a way for us to build up compassion for one another, compassion and understanding. I can't understand what you went through and give you a certain level of care and support without having gone through some things. I understand grief because I too have grieved. Therefore, I can connect to you while you're grieving and help you soothe to understand how I got through. We support one another. We are a whole. We are complete. That doesn't mean that things won't happen. It's just like, what do we do with the things that do happen? You are empowered. I feel like this. I feel something else, and then we're gonna wrap it. Inner divinity. Yeah, touch base with your inner divine. Like, you are so powerful. It's almost. Oh, I don't know why Finding Nemo keeps coming through. So, a couple of things that we keep getting from. I love kid movies because they have such beautiful principles and lessons, and it's just like fun and good energy and laughter. So, I'm a kid at heart, so. But yesterday we were getting Dory, I think it was, when it was like Marlon was kind of putting Dory down, like, never took Dory seriously. Like, because she didn't have like such great memory, her long term memory was short, was like shot, so she remembered quick. But the crazy thing, or she forgot quick. Thank you, Spirit. But the crazy thing about Dory is that she had an incredible sense. Like, her high priestess vibes, her sensitivity was just off the chart. Her memory wasn't gonna be there, but damn it, she could sense some shit. The first one, she didn't remember. Marlon was scared as fuck. They got to the trench, right? And she was looking at it. And she like, Marlon like, oh no, I'm not going through there because it's dark as fuck. It looks scary like now. She's like, no, something's telling me to go through it. He like, are you fucking crazy? We not going through there. And what did he do? He fucking distracted her. She forgot herself and just kind of went with what he said and went over. And that's how they kind of ended up in the field of the jellyfish and ended up getting hurt, right? And sometimes people have a different type of sensitivity, a different way of feeling the world. And people can take that because it's not according to the social norm and diminish you, make you feel like you don't know what you're saying, you don't know what you're feeling, you don't have anything of substance to offer. And at the end of those two movies, when you combine all the principles, it was Dory, the ones that Marlon counted out. Nemo with his little fin, like he couldn't do certain shit. That's what set him off in the first place. So sometimes boundaries and people trying to tell you what you can and you cannot do, what you feel and what you don't feel, what you know and what you don't know. It's giving me something around that. Like, you could have a person like a whole fucking clown in your life, because Marlon was a clownfish. You know, somebody that's like on that energy, like, don't tell me what I'm feeling. Don't tell me what I could do. Don't diminish me. Oh, we just had this conversation with Blessing yesterday. Thank you to the Spirit. Because even when you go into therapist, somebody needs to hear this. Blessing, her anxiety and abandonment syndrome makes her very, very nervous, and so when she gets upset, she used to pick her hair, right? You could see her do it though, because she would get so upset and anxious, and she needed to like get the pain out, so she would just And it started ever since she was a toddler. She would either hit her head on the table, like, boom, and I'd be like, oh my God, what is this? We had to take the table out, the living room, like, everything to accommodate how she was expressing and getting this anger out. And her therapist told her that she had some motherfucking syndrome where she didn't like hair and she had to peel it out so she could look at the root bulb and all this shit. I'm like, bitch, my kid it ain't just because she got a thing with picking her hair out. No, it's a part of nervousness. It's a part of her anxiety, right? Oh no, they're the therapist. They know more than what the fuck we're talking about. Obviously, I'm not the person with the degree. So me and Blessing sitting down there talking about it yesterday because I'm parting her hair. And we go into the conversation. Yeah, because my therapist says I have this. So she done accepted this diagnosis that the therapist done put on her, and we talked about it. I said, okay, do you pick your hair out? Because she was telling me like, yeah, like I don't even do this, that, and the other. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, because it wasn't never that in the first place. It was tied to your anxiety, and now that you are able to manage your anxiety, You don't have the nervous tick to rip your hair out anymore and release the stress, the pain like that. People who self-harm, who cut, that's the same sentiment, right? They self-harm, they cut, and it releases the energy, and they have something else to distract them from what's really bothering them internally. She was doing the same thing. So now that she's much more self-managed, self-mastery, she doesn't do it anymore. I said, now think about that. If it was really that condition that the therapist said, and you never got treatment for it, we never did anything to help you manage that thing from a behavioral standpoint, but your anxiety is reduced and you no longer do that, would you think for self-assessment that it was tied to some sort of condition that somebody just labeled and put on you? Or can you be like, yeah, the same as self-harm, I don't self-harm anymore. I don't self-harm in any fashion. I don't cut, I don't rip my hair out, I don't hit myself, none of that. Why? Because your anxiety, I control myself. I know how to manage, I know how to cope. So I said, what did I just teach you? She was puzzled because she's a kid. She didn't get it. I said, don't let people just fucking put labels on you and tell you who the fuck you are and what you can and cannot do. That shit is serious. You take it to mental and you define self based off that. And you will diminish and block yourself, telling you that you can't do this and you can't do that thing because somebody has told you you have some sort of fucking deficiency. Don't accept that shit. So she was like, wow, I didn't, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, so for somebody today, so you got a motherfucking clownfish ass Marlin in your life telling you what you can do and what you can't fucking do, making you dismiss your sensitivity and what you're feeling and what you know and what you understand from your divine self. Fuck that person. They will get it in the end, just like Marlin did, to stop telling people who they are and putting them in a fucking box. No. Energize today. Thank y'all so much. It is. It is. Thank you, sis. And I didn't even fucking study that shit to know that shit. I just observed her fucking behavior and told her ass. I've been telling them they diagnosis on that girl was wrong for years since she was fucking 7 years old. We've been fighting to get the right diagnosis because they'll just tell your kid and tell you any damn thing about your kid. And you like, no, that's not what I'm saying. And this don't add up to that. They be so upset with me to see us come to an IEP meeting. Oh, y'all niggas not getting away from shit. Excuse the language, but not really. You not. Because it's certain, look, we can get into it, but we not. Let's keep on going. Thank y'all so much. Source energy coming through and a clear voice. Okay? Clear. Don't let nobody fucking diminish you. Don't let nobody define you, tell you what you could do, make you feel a kind of way about you. Look. Spirit, yes, where we going? This one. So healing is coming through. If anybody has put their boundaries around you in any kind of way, whether it's trying to keep you in a box, I would say that shit all the time. Don't put me in a box. Do not put me in a box. I will fucking shock you. I am definitely not what you think I am, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Scattered energy. Bring your energy together. Source energy, scattered energy. Bring your energy together. Focus. You have too much on your plate and have lost your focus. This is causing you to feel exhausted and overwhelmed. Prioritize your what? Well-being and create a new plan. How you love that? I heard Rasputia. How you doing? That's what I heard. How you doing? And how you doing? Somebody, y'all look. I keep hearing that part from Norbit when Rasputia was sitting there eating that damn sucker or something. And she listening to Maury Povich. Somebody gonna fuck around and find out, or they did fuck around and find out that they are not the daddy and you are not the father. How you doing? I don't know why that's coming through. Anywho, y'all, don't let nobody tell you who you are. Stand in your power. You are going down this rugged road. It's not one that's well traveled. You are rediscovering a road of old, and you are making the way new. You're clearing the field. It hasn't been a lot of people that has gone before you. And what you're getting ready to do in your family, your lineage, you could be the first in a very long time to do it like this, to do it that big. We see open up to expansion. You the first one. So you got to open up this pathway. And it's giving like expanding. Yeah. So you being asked to open up your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in a wonderful way since you decide to open up. So somebody is being called to open up, to clear the way, clear the pathway to your heart or to your future. Either way, we see expansion. You are being asked to expand. You live in a huge world, like we were saying, like standing out there. The Two of Wands is looking at somebody, looking at the world, like it's big, it's go, let's go, we can do it. And then Three of Wands, you stepped out, and it's still being hopeful that you're gonna have what you need in order to cross this big ass body. You need this boat. So when the Most High God sends your ass a boat, don't be standing there like, oh, I'm waiting on the Most High God to come and get me. Oh, they're gonna come and pick me up one of these days. They done sent your ass 3 boats. If you don't get your ass on this damn boat, like Nemo, how did he get on his damn adventure? He swam his ass out to the boat. Nemo touched the butt. You know what I'm saying? That's what they would have said. Get your ass on the boat. There go the boat. It's gonna take you to a place of self-mastery. Look, Emperor energy. You go on this adventure, you take it, you gonna meet yourself, and you gonna marry yourself. Look, 2 of cups to the fucking 10 of cups. You gonna meet some people and some pirates and some fucked up folks on the way that's gonna 7 of swords try to steal your shit, 7 of pentacles. But just keep going. You're gonna get your shit back. Everybody always get what they put out. The system balances. It does. 6 of pentacles. They gonna get their shit, you gonna get your shit. And that, look, Queen of Pentacles, look, what another page of Pentacles focus, you gonna be good. It's like just take the opportunity. Cause it's we saw, I think, a Ace of Pentacles. The opportunity to step out, to go forward, to have the adventure. To have the adventure, to go. To know that everything is going to be okay in the end. Look, take the high road, though. It's definitely take the adventure, but take the high road. Keep your vibration high as you go. You're at an impasse with a relationship or situation. It's now time to think bigger. And we said that the Spirit has been calling us to think bigger, to pull out, to see things from a higher perspective, to zoom out. Sometimes, and even they were giving us to zoom out means to go in. Like, the deeper you go within yourself, you start to see the bigger picture, how the Spirit is bringing things together. You know, when we read, it's never just a spread. Y'all see it be a fucking bunch of cards and they just start placing them. But we always get the feeling that, like, the Spirit is always pulling together the pieces or the picture. Some shit can be neat and it starts off sloppy. Some shit starts sloppy and it end up neat. Some shit just stay a hot fucking mess because it is what it is. Right? So can you just let it be without some sort of predisposed notion of what it's supposed to be? The Hierophant says it has to be structured like this. It's institutional. But that's not life. Life is chaotic. Life is messy. Life is sloppy. Life be lifing. As soon as you think you got it all together, then here comes something. Boom, 2 worlds coming together and clashing and creates an incursion and all this disruption and destruction. Tower moment. Death comes, it's transformation and new things begin. And here's the Fool card, a new beginning. What is it? It's an opportunity to redefine yourself, to take that energy, everything that happened, even in the incursion, the crashing, the chaos, the tower moments, and derive purpose from it. What is the purpose? What is the purpose? Y'all know I love movies, so I'm thinking about Spider-Man, either No Way Home. I think this teenager was fucking upset about some shit, like they didn't get in the fucking college that they wanted to get in. Their friends, nobody got in. So instead of them taking the approach of, let's write a letter to the board, you know, or whatever, and see, you know, it's a way to solve these things, they fucking go to Doctor Strange to cast a goddamn spell and fucking crash how many fucking worlds together. And Doctor Strange is the person that's like supposed to be High Priestess, Sorcerer Supreme. They understand the gravity of spell work and what they're doing. So, should he have ever allowed Spider-Man to do that or to convince him to do that? Absolutely not. Because in certain positions, like Uncle Ben said, with great power comes great responsibility. You can't let a person come in and talk you into any goddamn thing, boundaries, right? Because you know the weight of what you're wielding. A lot of people who are true spiritualists, like we understand, you know, understand. You don't do spell work on people because you're always doing spell work on yourself. You can crash worlds and have create so much damage by doing that because people are immature in their emotions and they don't understand that it's another way to do shit. Compassion. People lack it. And that's why we were saying that things happen and things crash and it's destruction so that we can develop the compassion that we need to feel for one another. Doctor Strange could have easily told Peter, you know, I feel for you. That's a heavy situation to be a person, a youngster that's taking on so much responsibility to help, you know, keep people safe and, you know, an agent of justice, and only to be denied, you know, your dreams of higher education, expansion, wherever you want to go, your intention and desire, your focus. They set out to, you know, take on a new adventure and hit this place. They can't go any further. There's no vehicle, there's no boat. If anything, they've been denied. But there's other things you can do that's not so cataclysmic. So don't go from 0 to a fucking 100. Like, stop and think about it. Wait, have some patience. Like, the solution will arise, but you don't have to fucking tear the world down to get it. And having a person that has enough common sense to say no when you need to hear no is important, to help you think about it in a different way. Because again, when your emotions are high, your logic is low. You know what I mean? So you don't always need that friend that's gonna amp you up. Oh, bitch, they did this here. Let's go. Let's ride. Fuck these here. Let. No. Sometimes you need that one that's gonna talk some shit into you. Okay, well, let's take a drive real quick. Come on, let's get in the car. And before you know it, y'all having a conversation that flips your mindset to let you know that that's not the best way to expend your energy. That's not the best way to go about something, because the damage that you could cause could be irreparable. It could be, again, cataclysmic. Like, you could tear somebody's whole world apart. You could tear your whole world apart. So it will behoove you to stop and think. Yeah, release judgment. That's here. So release judgments against other people and take the high road. Sometimes you need to stop and reassess, right? Do something to think about it. You know, fresh start. Maybe you need to start all over again. We see reflection. You know, we do see the card enabling and it's in reverse, so somebody needs to stop enabling. Maybe you will stop enabling and that could cause an issue. It could be like, this next cycle, you moving into it with a feeling of success. And the tower could be you stop enabling people. You put up boundaries with people. You limit access to yourself. You know, people who are not going to help you think that they were probably like, okay, so Jess with the mess is not going with you. You know what I mean? That, not saying Jess for real, like the person, I'm just her name. You're like, the person in your life that's messy as fuck, that's always bringing the drama, they're not going. People are changing their dynamics and who they connect to for the benefit of their higher self. If this is not somebody that's going to bring in balance to your life and help you grow, then it's given like the answer is no. Don't take it personal. It's just business. Enabling. There is someone you're helping or there is someone you're helping, or are you? In reality, you may be enabling them to continue in a negative pattern and never take full responsibility for themselves. Step back and let things play out. Step back and let things play out. Sometimes when you step back, you know, people go through their thing, the Nine of Swords, the stress. It can stress you to step back and allow them to go through their own mess to resolve it. But once they do, they too will be grateful for the road that led to their higher self. So don't stop them, right? Queen of Swords. Don't stop them. The Nine of Wands. Like, don't stop them. Don't try to hold on to control. Four of Pentacles. Allow them to go. Knight of Pentacles. To take their own road. If you try to enable and help them through it, you only make them stuck. Mentally, they don't grow and understand what they need to know to become the warrior they are designed to be. That's just how, you know what I'm saying, like, control. And a part of our growth and maturity is to learn how to release. So if you're controlling, then you know you move in opposite. That's regression. So no shame. For some reason, when I saw shame and then we said no shame, I heard shame. What you do to me is a shame. Ooh. Sometimes I think I'm going insane. Then I wanna stay wrapped in your arms. It's a love reading. 161, it's a portal open and it does have a relationship to love, and I do feel love. So if there's anything, any boundaries blocking your love, boundaries, Queen of Swords, and protective, this bitch, look, I can't tell you. I don't know what this is coming out like, how spirit is lining up some stuff. I think we're going to leave it. We're going to bring it for the lunchtime message. That'll be kind of cool. But boundaries, Queen of Swords, and protection. If your ass, if somebody ain't fucking held the fuck down, like, if you don't get your ass the fuck away from me, what? I am not. No. But love might be knocking at your door. To the next night, y'all, I love you so much. Thank you so much for tapping into the Rising message. Please, attitude of gratitude. Gratitude is key, not only to your altitude, your aptitude to growing towards your future, and it just make you feel better. Smiling does something good for the face. It lifts the muscles, I say. To the next now. Love y'all.